Long time no see, everybody. What's going on? So what have you got here today? I'll tell you what have you got. So do you like or dislike President Donald Trump? All right, folks, so let's get into the issues over here. Let's look at the number one over here, right, folks? The stock market, all right. Dow Jones Industrial. All right, folks, so the Dow Jones Industrial is about 45,000, 46,000 points, all-time high. Wow, okay. So is that good? Yes, generally it's considered good, but again, folks, Dow Jones Industrial being all-time high not necessarily means an average American is rich, okay? It's one of the factors economists here in America or maybe outside of America look at that and they say, wow, the markets are doing so great, stock market is doing so great. S&P 500, NASDAQ, of course, those are important too, but it's always Dow Jones Industrial, which is a big factor in deciding, hey, how great Americans' economy is doing. So folks, for Dow Jones Industrial being about 45,000, 46,000 points, we will like President Donald Trump for that. Okay, all right, folks, now let's look at the next one. The food prices. All right, folks, so food prices is a tricky topic, right, folks? Let's say cheese, milk, eggs. Again, the price at Walmart and the quality at Walmart is slightly different, or maybe more different than you could buy at another supermarket, right, folks? Let's say H-E-B, ShopRite, Albertson, maybe Costco, right? Because Costco is, might be a better deal maybe sometimes, right? Or even, let's just say, a private store. So it's kind of hard to say if the prices of food, I'm just talking about groceries, like I said, milk, cheese, bread, meat, chicken, has gone up. They've been up since COVID, so it's kind of tricky upon to say, hey, they've continued to go up, because I just feel like it still remains the same. Not saying the prices have gone down, well, the egg prices have gone down. I'm not saying they've jumped up, so it's kind of tricky to say what will be considered high prices or average prices or low prices. So for that, it's hard for us to give him a like or dislike, so we just gotta let that slide through, because like I said, again, depending what store you're buying and what products are you looking to buy, cheese, milk, eggs, protein bars, okay, and again, where you are, you're in California, you're in New York, you're in New Jersey, you're in Montana, okay, so the prices are slightly different everywhere. So for that one, like I said, well, we'll just let it slide through. All right, now let's look at the next one, right, folks? So big thing, car prices, used car prices. Let's just focus on that one, putting aside new car prices. Used car prices, folks, I think are still high. And I was just looking for cars, just let's say in the $10,000, $15,000 used car prices. Prices have still remained the same. Prices have not gone down since COVID, right, folks? Like even cars, I've seen cars with like 200,000 miles, right, and going for $10,000. Wow, that's a lot, right? Okay, so American car prices, I think, are still better, better deal in my opinion compared to like Japanese cars, Toyota, Nissan, or like German cars, BMW, Audi, Mercedes. So kind of a tricky topic to say. And then again, the tariffs. I did a video a few months ago on the Trump's tariffs and car prices. So kind of tricky to say. I'm not saying they've gone down, and I'm not saying they have gone up. I feel the car prices are still high, but they still remain pretty much the same. All right, so kind of a tricky topic over here. Now comes the interesting part, is automatic transmission cars and manual transmission cars. All right, folks, so when I'm looking at automatic cars, and let's just say I put $10,000 and I go on a website, my car website, and I look for cars, let's say Car Gurus or Cars.com or Auto Trader, whatever the website is, then you'll see a lot of automatic cars, right, folks? When you click on the option of manual transmission, I'm talking about 5-speed or 6-speed, I just feel that there's less cars available. Most of the cars disappear, right? And then you just see really little cars left on the page. So, and there seems to be a much better bargain, okay? So on manual transmission, but again, folks, most people do not like manual transmission cars. Most people do not want to drive, and so there is no demand maybe for that one. So again, it's a really, really tricky topic for that one, right? I think the deals for manual transmission, I drive manual transmission, and I think the deal for manual transmission cars are much, much cheaper, much better. So for automatic, I cannot give a like or dislike to Donald Trump. I think his car prices are still the same, so I'm just gonna let that slide through. For manual transmission, I don't know if it's supply or demand. I'm gonna say like Donald Trump for manual transmission cars, because car prices on manual transmission are very average, low priced. Okay, now let's look at the next one, folks. Another important factor for most of us now, cell phones, right? Post electronics, but I'm going to focus only on cell phones, right? I buy cell phones because for my business. So cell phone prices, you look at Apple phones or Samsung, LG, any of these phones, I feel they're still stable, right, folks? And I think, honestly speaking, you can buy a phone in Walmart for like $70, $80, folks. Believe it or not, a new phone. I'm talking about a brand new phone. Again, I'm not gonna say it's good or bad. That's up to you. You make the call, right? So electronics, I'm just focusing on cell phones. Forget TVs, because I never, watch TV much myself these days. So for electronics, I think the electronics, when I'm talking about cell phones and laptops, I think the prices have remained stable even with the tariffs. I don't see much of a big impact on cell phone prices, which I think is a necessity now, right? For school, for college, for work. I think when we step outside of our house, I think we always want to have our phone with us, right? At least me, which is, I think I could probably be without it. So the prices of cell phones and laptops have remained stable. For that one, I'm gonna give like to President Donald Trump. Okay, folks, if you like what you see, please press the subscribe button. And also, folks, if you like or dislike or you disagree with me, please put your comments at the bottom and please press the subscribe button. Thank you.